Good evening and welcome. You're watching Newsbreak with me, Sanket Upadhyay. This is a man who acquires a company and then moves inside with a sink in his hand because he wants to send a message, let that sink in. This is a man who is extremely ambitious about his space exploration project, but as many people are now calling on Twitter, a platform that Elon Musk owns, that this man actually led the largest exercise or sent the costliest fireworks in space because it blew up and Mr. Elon Musk lost a lot of money. But the changes that Elon Musk is doing to Twitter, which is a social media platform that punches way above its weight, this eccentricity of Elon Musk, which is now reflecting on his latest acquisition, Twitter, has caused a lot of trouble. First of all, many of the celebrities who are saying, where is my blue tick? I've paid and I've not got blue tick, particularly Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, he's really upset. Celebrity after celebrity has been robbed of that blue tick. Now one would think that it's just a blue tick, why so much fuss? The reality is that Twitter has become extremely important. It's become like staple diet for anyone who consumes information on your mobile device. But while all of this is happening, you see all of this is not as harmless as there not being a blue tick. There is a row that has now taken place over a fake poll survey. Congress leader tweeted a fake C-voter survey. Now this is, of course, C-voter is a company which carries out poll projections, who's winning, who's losing. So the fake survey projected a Congress win of 153 seats in Karnataka. That was quite dramatic even by C-voter standards. C-voter founder then corrected the leader, saying that he has tweeted a fake handle. Somebody is impersonating as C-voter. Why? Because the original C-voter's blue tick had vanished. The real C-voter survey had projected the Congress to win around 115 to 127. Still in the lead, but not as dramatic as 150. C-voter founder he slammed Elon Musk over the blue tick confusion. The founder said, will paying for tick ensure end to fake handles? Now you would think that, Karnataka elections, one small little thing, why is this a huge deal? Well, there are political parties who are circulating in the name of a poll agency what is going to lie ahead in their fortune. But Twitter, ever since it has been acquired by Elon Musk, has been going through these problems over and over again. In fact, the impact that this blue tick or no tick has is much more than just perception. You lose real money. Let's take you back to the point when Twitter's blue tick lost a company billions of dollars. So when this scheme was launched of $8 for a blue tick, anyone could buy one. In November, pharma company Eli Lilly fell victim to paid blue ticks. The fake user tweeted using a handle similar to Eli Lilly's. The fake user and its Twitter page was looking remarkably similar to the original. This fake user said, excited to announce insulin free. And Eli Lilly's shares dropped by 6% within one day. And this company, Eli Lilly, had to stop all Twitter ad campaigns, leading to a huge loss for Twitter. And this is not the first time that this brand new owner of Twitter, Elon Musk, has been embroiled in a controversy. Musk bought Twitter in October 2022. He changed moderation policies, bigger platform for free speech, he said. There were overnight mass layoffs, temporary closure of offices, then rehiring of employees who were fired by mistake or deemed belatedly important, that I may have sacked you, but you come back, I actually need you. Employees critical of Musk were sacked publicly. Parody accounts in wake of initial 8 blue tick policy had existed. In fact, many people were pretending to be someone else, and all of them had a Twitter verification. Advertisers started fleeing Twitter due to fake verified accounts. Then there was a withdrawal of the paid blue tick and subsequent relaunch where Twitter said that now we've fixed this. In March, they said legacy blue ticks have been removed except for those who are paying for the tick. Restoration of the blue tick to high profile accounts, because the moment all these ticks were removed, suddenly there was a hue and cry. And then now, as one more, amendment or an addendum to the whims and fancy of Mr. Elon Musk, high profile accounts, their blue tick was being restored. You see, Twitter punches way above its weight. In India, there are only 27.3 million Twitter users, and active users worldwide are 368 million. And yet, Twitter becomes the most talked about platform than any other. For comparison, a Facebook is at least 20-30 times bigger than Twitter. So the question that we are asking is, taking off Twitter, which is now happening publicly, has Musk created one verified mess? And the latest victim is Mr. Yashwant Deshmukh of C Voter. He is now joining us. Thank you very much, Mr. Deshmukh. Who, according to you, is to blame for this goof up?
Well, you know what? I mean, the platforms, when they are saying they are doing high alert on security and other algorithms which they talk about, I understand that, as an individual, like say, for example, my name is Yashwant Deshmukh, there could be 100 and 1,000 other different Yashwant Deshmukhs for sure. And that's perfectly fine if other Yashwant Deshmukh is also creating a name. But Yashwant Deshmukh making an account in the name of Sanket Upadhyay and impersonating Sanket and tweeting on behalf of Sanket, that would be problematic. And I guess that in individual name, there could be multiple names. But as far as the companies and legacy brands are concerned, media houses are concerned, these names are unique. And that is where, I am rather concerned that in the new system, even earlier, I used to face this problem of fake surveys being circulated in the name of C Voter, but at least nobody created a fake handle of C Voter. Now I'm coming across this problem in a very, very weird way that, the blue tick is gone. I mean, of course, taking a blue tick or not taking a blue tick, that's a personal matter for any house. My only thing is that which I wanted to understand from Mr. Musk as well, or for any other social media organization, if as a media organization, as a survey agency, as a news agency, or as an individual, if I pay for a verification of my account, does that payment also include in return a guarantee that if I pay, then there would be no fake account made in my name or my company's name? I mean, if you are charging me, at least that much of guarantee should be inbuilt, right? So in absence of any such guarantee, if there is a guarantee, I would like to know. And if it is, then I would be more than happy to pay, not $8. I'm even willing to pay $800 if that guarantee is in sniffing out and in deleting any or blocking anybody, any imposter making a fake ID in my name or my company's name. That's where I'm coming from.
I think that's an important point that you're making, that can the payment assure that there will be no fraudster impersonating as Yashwant Deshmukh or his company C Voter, and by extension any other company. Mr. Deshmukh, did you then show the Congress party the real statistics or the real polls? I mean, you did show them in the lead.
I told them that, even though our numbers for quite some time have been showing that Congress is pretty much in the lead in Karnataka, be it the MOTN poll that we do for India Today, be it the tracker we do it for ABP News. And in fact, I even gave a hint where our next poll is coming in, kindly quote the right, source. That's what I said. Not that I am not saying that, that Congress is not leading. Our numbers are showing. But the handle that you are quoting is fake. And the numbers are, of course, fake because they are kind of a one-way traffic for a certain party. I'm not going, even if somebody is trying to, make it look like genuine with copying our numbers. If it is a fake handle, it is a fake handle. You know, that's about it. And there is something where some kind of accountability has to be inserted. Twitter can very well say, Mr. Musk can very well say to me, yeah, you know, Yashwant, you did not pay the $8. So that's why you are having a problem. I am willing to pay $8. I'm willing to pay $800. But what I want in return in guaranteed is that, okay, if you pay this much, we will ensure that nobody can abuse your name, your company's name, and there will be no fake handle or fake accounts. If I get that guarantee, I'm more than happy to pay. But that doesn't seem to be the case at this point of time.
Yeah.
What seems to be the case at this point of time, that any troll, anybody can actually register a handle in my name and pay $8 and say it is verified. So tomorrow morning, there could be a verified seawater handle done by somebody else, and while a verified Yashwant Deshmukh handle somebody else, and saying that I am the real Deshmukh and Yashwant Deshmukh and I am the real seawater, and that's how it is. So there is problem out there, and I don't know what the solution is, but this is going to increase. By the way, we are going to be in a election year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very, very interesting next 12 months. And this problem is going to keep on increasing by multitude.
Yes.
You know, if we don't do something about it. But I don't know what is to be done. Something is to be done that everybody agrees.
Let's see what happens. I mean, Mr. Yes, thank you very much, Yashwant Deshmukh, for joining us. Mr. Elon Musk, must be thinking to himself, what's life without whimsy? And most of what is being done in Twitter right now, a common criticism is that it is whimsical. But let's find out what really is the solution to this, because it is very clear Twitter punches way above its weight and it has become a necessary evil, at least in the news business. Everybody gives their information first on Twitter. And our way of verifying that news was to see whether there is a verified handle next to the name or not, whether the person is genuine or not. Now, obviously, that is going to change. Jitin Jain is a cyber security expert. Arun Mishra is CEO and founder of Biz Broly and a tech expert. And Manish Maheshwari, co-founder of Fannery and former head of Twitter India. Thank you very much to all of you for joining us. Mr. Maheshwari, I want to begin with you first. Do you think that what Mr. Musk is trying to do flies in the face of the very concept of verification? I mean, you don't verify people like this.
Yeah, so
where is the guarantee for the verification? Suppose if you want to charge money, go ahead and do it. But where is the guarantee that there will be no other fraudster impersonating?
Yeah, see, I mean, if you think from any platform perspective, right? I mean, the way social media platforms have evolved, they solve for the user and they solve for engagement. And they have always taken celebrities and creators for granted, and they treat them like content vendors. And they don't take their inputs when they make major policies. So this problem has always been there. What Elon has done, he has aggravated the problem by showing people that no matter how big you are, even if you are the biggest celebrity in India, for example, you gave the example of Amitabh Bachchan, it doesn't matter. I can change anything overnight. I can change any policy. What you think is your handle actually does not belong to you. It belongs to Twitter. What you think are your followers do not belong to you. They belong to the platform. And even someone like Amitabh Bachchan is helpless. Forget about other people in the ecosystem, right? And that is something that has come to the fore. And that is precisely the problem that we are solving with Fannery, where we give the power back to creator. A very simple way to solve this problem would be that rather than depending on a platform like Twitter or, for that matter, Instagram or YouTube, for being the only platform through which you talk, you need to have your own personal destination. You need to have your own personalized app. So the solution there is that, yes, I mean, on one side, you can curse Twitter and you can point fingers at them. The bottom line is they're a private company owned by Elon Musk. They can change any policy. And for them, you are simply a content vendor who produces interesting content.
So you're saying that people made the mistake of thinking that Twitter is their space and their window to the world, whereas it is only Mr. Elon Musk's window to generating profit. And the sooner one understands that, the better.
Yeah, exactly. So you said it right. I mean, Twitter is Elon Musk's platform. He can do whatever he wants. Okay. It's a private company. He doesn't owe you anything. He can change any policy. And that is why I have been noticing this problem even when I was the head of Twitter India. And because of that, I, along with my team of co-founders, have founded something called Fenori, where we give the power back to celebrities and creators. In fact, people like Amitabh Bachchan, etc., can now come to Fenori and create their own personalized app. They can create their own online destination on which they have total control. They don't have to depend on someone like Elon Musk, or for that matter, anyone else, to tell them what is genuine, what is not genuine. It's like having your own website, having your own web store, where you decide everything, and that's the way to solve this. Because you can't just trust a platform to do things.
But the thing is now, Twitter, Jitin Jain, has become too big, hasn't it? I mean, governments give their information, politicians give out information, business houses give out information. It's the one-stop shop as far as information seeking and information giving is concerned. And thus it has become extremely important. So that is why one feels that this one tick or no tick may appear harmless, but actually it is very, very significant. Tomorrow anyone can pretend to be anyone.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because of this one move, the whole definition and the perception of blue tick will change now. So what stood for authenticity and genuineness will no longer stand for that. And as a result, the whole value of blue tick will come down. And in fact, it creates a perverse incentive. People who should not be getting the blue tick are the first ones going and getting the blue tick by paying $8. And the genuine people like Amitabh Bachchan, who should have blue tick all the time, they are the ones who will sort of feel like, okay, why should I even care now? Because, this platform is no longer for me. And sort of the complete lack of trust and belief.
I actually wanted to ask this question of Jitin Jain. Jitin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I agree with Manish of all the reforms he spoke about by giving power back to the user. I wish he had spoken all these things when he was the CEO of Twitter India. I think things could have been better. Now, the point is, you see, the Elon Musk is thinking that Twitter is too big to fall. But, Sanket, you would know, वक्त के समंदर में कई सिकंदर डूब गए. So, I think what he's essentially trying to do, he's trying to recover his $44 billion. He has already lost half of them because Twitter valuation is now 22 billion. Now, he's trying every trick in the book to rake in some revenue. He has removed two-factor authentication based on SMS. He's asking people to subscribe to Twitter Blue if they want SMS-based two-factor authentication, putting the security of all verified account or non-verified accounts at risk. Now, second, he thought that there are 400,000 people in the world who are legacy verified Twitter users, and he realized that he could essentially blackmail and course some $100 every year out of these 400,000 people, which will total up to $400 million, $40 million a year. Now he thought that he could sell status in garb of verification, but this complete policy has backfired because of his fire and forget model. What has happened, out of these 400,000 people who were legacy verified, not even 28 people till today have subscribed to Twitter Blue. Now, what is he doing? He is himself paying for the Twitter Blue subscription of some celebrities. Now, that raises a fundamental question. Can anybody pay for anyone? Why only Elon Musk? Can anybody pay for anyone's Twitter Blue and get it verified? If that be the case, probably, I can impersonate anyone. I can be a $8 troll. And people who are genuine, authentic public figures can go to hell. They can be impersonated, they can be scammed. Now, I think the worst is yet to come. Mark my words, just wait for a week. You will find some scandal in the stock market because of some fake handle of a company tweeting some false financial information. You will have some horrific political news because of some fake media outlet handles speaking some fake political story. So I think the worst is yet to come, and it is better that Government of India intervenes, because under IT rules, these significant social media intermediaries are bound, duty bound, to carry out verification for everyone free of cost, provided they are willing to give their ID, even if they don't give $8.
Extremely interesting. Arun Mishra, I want to know from you, I've been given to believe that you are, pro-Musk, you are pro this new policy of Twitter, you are pro-Twitter in its present form. I want to know from you why. I mean, you have heard two people on the panel who seem to be three, in fact, if you count Mr. Yashwant Deshmukh, the latest victim. Then why are you so hopeful?
Sure. Thanks, Sanket. So first of all, I think whatever Manish has said, I will say the same thing that he could have said the same thing when he was the Twitter India head. See, everyone is trying to shift the responsibility to Elon Musk and Twitter, right? Now it's about $8, right? It's a software platform, and he has all rights to charge for its services, whether it's a blue tick, whether it's a editing a tweet, whether it's giving other facilities of like posting long videos and all. He has all rights to do that. Now, suppose you open a bank account in any like bank, and there is another Arun Mishra, again a real Arun Mishra, who is also opening the bank account in the same. Both can do it. Both can do that. Both have a verified bank account. But when they are trying to get money from anyone or trying to transfer money, when they have to give their own bank account. So it's responsibility of Arun Mishra to verify that this is his account. Even in the same case, whether it's my Twitter handle or not, whether I got my blue tick, whether another Arun Mishra also got the blue tick or not, that's not the question. The question is when I am saying something, and I want world to know, I have to verify that
Mr.
this
Mishra,
is my
here are the
blue tick.
concerns to the point that you are making. Let's assume that my name is also Arun Mishra.
Right.
And both of us are there on Twitter. You decide not to verify, I decide to verify. The problem
Right.
begins when I start becoming you, when I start using your image, when I start pretending to be you, and not just the name, the face, the identity, everything. That's where, and I will have that with a blue tick.
Sure, I would like to answer it. Sure, I would like to answer it. You're right. But the same thing can happen on any website. Same thing can happen on
No,
on
again,
LinkedIn
see,
also,
the whole
on
concept
Facebook also.
of
The
Twitter
question is-
verification.
Sanket.
See, here is Mr. Mishra,
Sanket.
what many experts are now saying. Had this verification exercise against a fee been done with the assurance that we will make sure that there will be no impersonator,
No, so I
then
have
things
a
would have
point
been
here.
different.
Sanket, may I intervene?
That is not happening. Jitin Jain wants
I
to come
understand
in.
what you are saying. I understand what you are saying. But
Sanket,
the
look,
blue tick
Sanket,
is not
there is
about
not
that there will
much
be
to
only
debate
one
about
Arun
it.
Mishra. Blue tick is not about that there will be only one Arun
No,
Mishra.
blue tick
Sanket,
has to be about verification that you are the
verified.
Arun Mishra. You are who you are. That
Sanket.
was the concept of verification. You want to
Yes.
sell it against a price, do it. But then
Sanket.
ensure that there is no other
Sanket.
fake Arun Mishra.
You are
Jitin
right.
Jain
There
wanted
is
to
no
come
other
in.
fake Arun Mishra.
Otherwise, don't call this
Jitin, right?
verification. Call it status symbol. That in
You're
case
right.
you want a blue
Sanket.
bird, pay
Sanket,
money. This cannot be verification. Yes.
No,
Jitin
this
Jain.
cannot be verification of that
Sanket.
the second person is
Can I-
impersonating me. Or,
Jitin Jain.
but
Jitin
this
Jain,
can
please.
be the verification whether I am a verified Arun Mishra or not.
Okay,
now,
Jitin Jain.
whatever I am saying, I have to,
Okay,
like
great.
he said, I have to have
Great,
a website.
great,
I
great.
have to have another way to answer it. Right, to answer that question that
Arey
I
bhai.
am the one who
I'm going to come back to
actually
you, Mr.
feel
Mishra.
it.
One moment. Jitin Jain wants to
Arey
come
bhai
in.
sahab. Sanket, look, you can very well read the message of Twitter when you click on that blue tick. It says that this user is verified because they have subscribed to Twitter Blue and they have verified their phone number. Now, they are only verifying whether you have a phone number or not. They are not verifying whether the phone number belongs to you or not. They are not verifying whether it is your iCard. They are not verifying whether it is your photo. They are only saying that you have a phone number. It can be a fake phone number, a temporary SIM or a fake online number. Doesn't matter. You can get verified. Second, I think verification, legacy verification was given to government figures, public figures, influencers, people who mattered in public life, journalists whose opinion mattered. Now he is saying you want to have a long tweet, you want to have a blue tick, you want to have a long message, you want to have a status symbol, just give me $8 and you can be like others. This is like a university who's trying to sell a degree without exams based on a subscription. I think nothing could be worse than that.
Mr. Maheshwari, I want to bring you in here and just want to
I'm
ask
willing
from you.
I am willing to pay $8 every month for Twitter Blue, but it could have a different symbol. The verification can have a different check mark. Twitter Blue could have a different check mark. Both can go hand in
Mr.
hand.
Maheshwari,
But
no,
you
but
cannot sell
then who
paid
is going to,
services in
the
garb
whole idea
verification.
of making this a very lucrative proposition was that you will have your own blue badge. They converted it into some sort of a status symbol. You know, that you can move around in society and
Yeah.
claim that you've got a blue badge. But Mr. Maheshwari,
Yeah.
do you feel that
So
unfortunately,
tomorrow government of India sells Padma Shri awards. Tomorrow
Mr.
government can
Maheshwari,
sell
do you
Padma
feel,
awards for a
Mr.
subscription-based
No,
service
question for Mr.
without any
Maheshwari,
public
please,
life.
one moment.
Government of
Mr.
India is not a
Maheshwari,
private
do you feel
organization.
that this is now, it's about time for the users also to realize that you cannot be so dependent or so over dependent on one platform.
Yes.
I mean, this platform has become the lifeline for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
If you look at globally, yeah, I think you make a very, very deep point, right? I mean, see what had happened, right? If you think about internet, initially it was all decentralized, open web and all that. And then of course, large companies came in and they became more and more powerful, became quite centralized. And there is again a move back to decentralization, which is where I think the ownership again should lie with the content creators, and also the identity should lie with the user. Identity should not be determined by the platform, but identity should be with the user, and I should be able to port my identity wherever I take it, right? So that whole movement has also started. And you are right, I mean, gradually every platform is becoming bigger and bigger, right? I mean, you look at 3 major platforms where creators and celebrities are. Those are primarily YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, to the extent that it is about intellectual content and other things. And to some extent, I think
How would
this
you
move
respond,
by-
Mr. Maheshwari, to what Jitin Jain as well as Mr. Arun Mishra said, that how they wish you would have shown this same concern when you were Twitter India head?
Yeah, so I think, see, times were different then, right? I mean, the leadership was different. My role was different. And I think things have also changed beyond that. I mean, I left just when Jack was on his way out and Elon was in a tussle to buy the company. Having said that, see, I mean, you can do changes. I'm not against a business-driven decision, because ultimately it's a private company and Elon also has to recover his investment. But I think what has really got me thinking and really made me very averse to what is going on right now is the way it is being done, right? Initially about laying off people on a mass scale, not even considering their personal situations and how, I would say how cruelly the people were laid off. That's number one. Number two is, I feel that there have been quite a few going back and forth, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, when you make a change like this, you do it thoughtfully, you do it steps,
Let's just
and you
hope,
understand
let's hope Twitter does not end up like Mr. Elon Musk's rocket. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
it's a
let's
very
just
important
hope that
platform.
does
But the
not
question
happen.
is, yeah,
I have run out of time, but thank you very much. Has Musk created one verified mess? What is your opinion? Please do tell us. Good night and goodbye.